Hello, welcome to Perspective Central. My name is Edith Karemi, and I am really passionate about creating a community of women where we can all learn, share our perspective, and have really unscripted conversations. So, welcome. And please, if you like this kind of content, please consider liking, share, subscribe, and let me know what you'd like to see on the channel. I'm learning as I go along, but the idea is to just start and hopefully we'll be on this journey together. Today I wanted to share about there's a trend that has been going on things that people no longer care about as they turn a certain age, and it's been hilarious hearing people's perspective. So I thought to share my list as well of things I no longer care about as I turn 40. And by the way, I had done a video on things I wish I knew in my 30s. You'll either find it, I'll link it in the description below or somewhere in my video, maybe somewhere here up. I'm still learning YouTube, so bear with me. So number one, things I no longer care about as I turn 40. People's opinions and the fear of failure. Now, for the longest time, I've wanted to start a YouTube channel, and I think what held me back, and it's a form of procrastination, is fear. What are people going to say? What are they going to think? Am I too old to start a channel? Should I do this? And I've decided that now that I'm a bit older, I really don't care. I might make some mistakes, but I'm just going to start. So that fear has waned over time. I don't really stop to think about what people are going to care, because even if you do or you don't, people still have an opinion. The other thing is the fear of failure, which is huge, and it stops a lot of us, especially women, from either starting something, pursuing something, or doing a lot of things, and we don't think about the things that we enjoy doing because of just fear. So as I turn 40, I find that I no longer care about that as much. I'm not there yet, but like half the time I don't really care. If I fail, it's okay, I tried. I'm not the only one on YouTube. So it's never too late to start something that you're passionate about. So number one, I no longer care as much about people's opinions and the fear of failure. Number two, being in circles or groups that no longer serve me. Now, as I was thinking about this, I think one of the platforms that is really great, that helps us connect, share as women in various forums, is the WhatsApp groups. But I'm realizing if a certain group does not serve my interest or serve whatever I want to pursue, or really one that's not really heading anywhere, I'm now very quick to leave those groups. And I know it sounds very simple, but think about it. We spend a lot of time on our phones, on our social media, and I realized I don't want to be waking up in the morning and look at certain groups, and I really don't want to be in it because it's not serving me. So for me, any WhatsApp groups or circles that are not serving me, I just exit, and I have no apologies to make. Something happens as you near your 40s. You just don't really care that much about impressing people. So that's something else. No WhatsApp groups. And what I've done is that I have created settings. So if you have to invite me to a WhatsApp group, you have to notify me first. And the other tip that I would share for people who feel overwhelmed with these groups, try and find out what the group is about. For example, if it's about like a wedding contribution or anything that has happened, if you do contribute early enough, you can just tell the person, I've sent something along, thanks for considering me, but please allow me not to join the group. So learn to speak up if you don't want to be in those groups. But that's another interesting thing. I'm no longer in those groups that don't serve me. So number three of the things that I no longer care about when I'm turning 40 is the pressure to make new friends and adapt to new social circles. You will realize that, again, I talked about it in the video in the description below about things I wish in my 30s and 40s. A lot of friendships are going to come and go. So sometimes you feel like maybe your circle is becoming too small and maybe you need to make new friends or adapt certain circles. I no longer have that pressure. So I just let it go. So for me, what I've come to realize is that I don't have that much energy, and the relationships that are coming in my life should really flow. So when you grow older, I think your energy and time limit just becomes that much less, and you focus on what really counts. So whether it's groups at work or whatever circles you're in, you find that if it doesn't really serve you, it's fine, and you don't need to be in all of those. So that pressure wanes. In my previous video, I talked about things I wish in my 30s, and one of the things that friendships come and go. But now I've realized if they go, it's fine, and if the circle keeps getting smaller, that's also fine. If I make a friend or two along the way, new ones, that's fine. But you don't really push these relationships. So that's something I no longer care about. I'm happy with where I am and the few friends and circles that I'm in. So that's my number 3. My number 4 of things that I no longer care about as I turn 40 is staying in a toxic job. Now, there's something that happens, in your early 30s where you have a lot of responsibilities, you need the money, you just need to take care of business. And so sometimes you end up staying in workplaces or in business circles that no longer serve you. But now as I grow older, especially into my 40s, I'm really quick at identifying this very early on. And I've been in a toxic job, so I know what it's like to your health, to your everything just shifts. So I'm no longer staying in business or jobs that are toxic and no longer serve me. As soon as I see the signs, I'm out. I either do applications or just start exiting and go somewhere else. And it's really, really important, because after 40, you don't want anything compromising on your health and wellness. So for me, I no longer care about, even if it's business that's giving me money, but it's just causing me a lot of mental anguish and stress, I'm out. So I no longer care about that. Number 5 of the things that I no longer care about as I turn 40 is expenses or costs or time associated with maintaining my health. Now, I've come to realize as I grow older that your health is the number 1 priority. If your body is unwell, you're unlikely to enjoy the things that you want to pursue. So for me, if I need time to go out there and get some tests done, if I need to go work out, if I need to do certain things, then I want to make sure that I am healthy. So for me, no expense is spared, and I'm coming to realize I'd rather spend as much and take care of my body while I'm still alive. Number 6 of the things that I no longer care about or cannot, since I'm growing older, my body cannot stand it, is to have a hangover. This one I heard from a lot of people, and I thought to add it in because it is so true for me. I cannot afford to waste the entire following day nursing a hangover. Especially in my early 30s, it happened to me a couple of times, but now as I've grown older, I cannot stand to put myself in that situation. So what I do is I drink very, very little alcohol, if any. I'm more of a social drinker, and even wine, like I'm really not enjoying alcohol anyway, but I do not judge. That's for you, but for me, a hangover is a no. I need to wake up the following day, I need to take care of business, and I cannot afford having a hangover. But power to the ones who still can. That's my number 6. And the last thing that I wanted to say, which is my number 7, I no longer care about how cool or uncool I am, or how boring, or how really, when you're turning 40, you have so much going on in your life that who you were in your early 30s and 20s is now no longer a priority. You're focusing on what is like almost your next decade or 2 of impact, and you don't really worry about the optics of how you look or how others see you, and that's a good thing. So I hope my list encourages you to think about things that you no longer care about. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I will see you in my next video. Please consider sharing and subscribing. I'm still new at this, but we'll do it together. Bye. Okay.